The goalkeeping area, though, is that not a worry? We all know what's been going on in that area with Ramsdale and now Raya. Last minute goals, suspect goalkeeping, though. One wonders if this is going to cost him in the longer term. Raya was a man between the sticks last night. It wasn't good on a couple of occasions regards his performance. This was Arteta on that.
We have to defend better the situations as a team. There are certain things leading to the goals, and it's not about blaming. We haven't never done it, and we're not going to do it now. It's about how the team reacts to that, because it's going to happen, and I love that response.
But he won't talk specifically about David Raya's performance last night. He won't talk specifically. He won't be drawn on, you had Raya in last night and not Ramsdale, and look what happened there. He won't be drawn on that, Danny.
No, because it's becoming a consistent theme, and after a good win, he probably wants to just focus on the positives, which is fine.
But it's becoming a consistent problem,
I wouldn't be
isn't it?
too worried about the Barkley goal. It was more the one where he got out jumped. I thought that was a poor mistake. The problem is for him is that both goalkeepers are looking edgy, and the reason they're both looking edgy and underperforming to their, because they're both really good goalkeepers. Make no doubt about that. They've got two really good quality goalkeepers. But the fact that the other one's there in the background and they are on an equal level seems to be rubbing off on each one when they play. Even when I saw Ramsdale at Brentford, he looked edgy and nervy.
But, I mean, competition is meant to make you play better.
It does.
Meant to make you respond
it
better.
It does. And
in any walk of life.
Absolutely.
You know?
I think that's a fair point. And I think it does in every other position on the pitch. In my experience, the more competition you had and the higher level it was, it pushes people. But in the goalkeeping area, there's a reason that clubs haven't, for many, many years, had two goalkeepers of a similar ilk because of what's happening here. PSG tried it briefly a year or two ago. I think they had Navas and Donnarumma.
Yeah.
And it happened there.
Right.
And he was alternating them more irregularly, but they were struggling. And I think that's why managers over a long period of time now have been reluctant to have two goalkeepers of equal ability.
Yeah.
So I think it is a problem.
Goalkeepers make mistakes, though, don't they?
Of course they do. And
look at all of the goalkeepers. I mean, Ederson letting goals on the weekend that possibly people might have thought we could have done better with.
Yeah.
You know, you watched Alisson the other day, made a couple of mistakes. The problem is for Arsenal is they brought this focus upon themselves because of the ridiculous utterings from Arteta at the beginning of the season about the goalkeeper position. So the media have alighted upon it, which you would do. And all of a sudden, when a goalkeeper does well, the cameras flick to Ramsdale on the bench to see what he's doing. Then Carragher goes off on some assertion that the goalkeeper shouldn't be celebrating and it should be a bit more mean-spirited about it. So he's brought the attention. I don't look at it as a particular conundrum or a challenge for Arsenal. I don't think it's a defining moment in time. I think both goalkeepers are very, very capable goalkeepers.
Yes.
And all of the top sides, because of the manner and way football is being played now, because of the offensive nature of football, because of the goals that are being scored, because its way is set up, because teams are playing out from the back and asking goalkeepers to play in a different way, you are beginning to see a few cracks and a few challenges.
The irony is the Luton equaliser from the header, which he should have done better with. Raya's one of his main strengths. He's brilliant on crosses generally. So
he's made a mistake.
Simon's right. You are going to make mistakes. And Ramsdale, if he plays the next 10, would make mistakes.
Yeah.
The problem is because of this narrative now that's been built, every time an Arsenal goalkeeper, whoever it is, steps on the pitch, there's an over-analysis.
That's right. There's Greg, an Arsenal fan. Jim, do you honestly expect Arteta to throw Raya under the bus after the team wins? This is Arteta's decision on his goalkeeper, and he'll go out in his shield. Regards.
I mean, you could make the same argument. Dubravka last season for Newcastle at times, or the season before, was a very good goalkeeper.
Yes.
They brought Pope in, and we're not focusing on Dubravka sitting on the bench and Karius up there. We're focusing on Pope being injured and who's going to come in. All of a sudden, De Gea has to come in. It's a strange position as a goalkeeper because you can't keep these guys happy because they're not going to get minutes. One guy's going to be in, the other guy's going to be out, and they're not going to get minutes.
That's right.
A midfield player, a forward, he's going to get minutes whether he's on the bench or he's in the starting lineup.
We had it for a while at Liverpool. We had Friedel and James when I first got there, two really good goalkeepers, and then of course Kirkland and Jules Jersey do that, and Jersey ended up becoming the number one.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the TalkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. TalkSPORT.